Today on the channel, we've got the 5th of 6 Constructicons in the Studio Series 86 Constructicon range. We've got Scavenger on the way I got it figured.
The way I got it figured.
What's up, figure fans? Well, I got it figured back with another Transformers Studio Series 86 review. This time, we're looking at Scavenger. Scavenger is the 5th Constructicon. He forms the left arm of Devastator, and he is number 5 of 6, even though his packaging says 4 or 5, because somebody got it wrong. They didn't, I guess they switched up how they were going to count them. Maybe at one point, it was going to be the 2 that are in the commander class that were going to make them separate or something, because you have some that say 3 of 6 or 4 or 5 or whatever. But whatever's going on with it, we've got Scavenger here, and he is all ready for his big spotlight video. So like everybody else, I'm waiting with great anticipation for the final Constructicon Mixmaster. But we've got Scavenger here. We're going to get him out, check him out, show him off with his buddies, get you some final thoughts. Starting with the packaging as always. We've got him in the new Studio Series packaging, Transformers the movie, Constructicon Scavenger. You see both of his modes, converts in 15 steps, and 4 of 5 for Devastator, according to this package, which is not correct. Well, it is actually, this package is correct. There's 5 packages. There's 6 Constructicons. So this is the actual correct packaging. On the side, it continues a little bit more of his robot form in Autobot City. You got your stuff on the back. You got your Devastator on this side. Got your 15 steps. Scavenger combines with other Constructicons to form Devastator. So we're going to get this guy out. Check him out. All right, so we've got Scavenger out of the package with his, well, he comes with 2 accessories, but his only accessory that's not a part of his body. The modern approximation of his classic laser pistol. All the Constructicons come with laser pistols. They just look different, but they're all labeled laser pistols. Their file cards all said they all had fit laser pistols, every single one of them. This is Scavengers, and it is an approximation of it. It's not exactly the same. I think it's kind of weird that it's only like 1/2 of one, but other than that, you know, it's pretty much his weapon. He does, of course, come with the other part, which is his shovel, but that attaches to his back, so I always just go ahead and attach that sort of thing, body parts, I guess we'll call them, to make it a complete figure. But Scavenger, I don't want to say he looks good. He looks like Scavenger. His proportions are a lot more like the TV show, if not perfect, but they are a lot more like it. And he does seem to have a lot more in common with his Combiner Wars counterpart than some of the others. They're all using some of the engineering from the Combiner Wars Devastator to some degree, but he seems like he's almost directly the Combiner Wars version, just larger. I know I haven't done it in every video, but I do have the Jin Bio miniaturized Combiner Wars Devastator, and we have the Scavenger from that here. We'll put my little theory to the test, but that is definitely, it's looking a lot the same to me. So looking at Scavenger, he's got all the right parts. He's got a really large diaper area compared to his animation model, but he's more or less in the right place, and he's pretty cool. He's pretty posable, so you can get some decent posing out of him. He doesn't have to stand in a static pose. Got some pretty big hands. I guess that's really good for punching people, I guess. Well, there you go. That's Scavenger, more or less in a nutshell, robot mode. We'll get him transformed into his shovel mode and be right back. All right, so we got Scavenger in his shovel mode, and he is pretty much exactly the same in transformation as the Combiner Wars figure, as I suspected. He does have a little bit extra. His enhancements are like to keep him like more locked up, so he's got a little bit more of a stability to him in shovel mode. He does not have wheels, same as Bone Crusher, and you can see his bottom is much more unified and locked together. You can attach his pistol, and yeah, it's basically a shovel. Now comparing him to his Combiner Wars version, looks very similar. All the details are there, even if they're not as well painted. Via this hydraulic hose pipe isn't painted, and this isn't painted, but they are present on the toy. Underneath, you can see what I mean about the increased locking. That's how that works. But yeah, he looks pretty cool. He is a crane shovel, and that's pretty much what you're looking for. We're gonna get Scavenger transformed back into robot mode and do some comparisons. All right, so we got Scavenger back in robot mode with his compatriots, the Constructicons. What we've got so far, we're still missing Mixmaster, and I'm sure Scavenger is happy to be in the limelight because, as usual, he is normally the Constructicon who gets the least limelight, which is what makes him kind of an attention seeker. So, at least today he's got his spotlight. I'm sure when Mixmaster comes, he'll be way in the background as usual. But he does look, pretty cool. Like I said, I would say him and Bone Crusher have the most similarities in terms of exactly 1-to-1 from the Combiner Wars versions. But they're all sharing that engineering. We're just getting better plastic, slightly more on model look to them, and of course they have weapons which they didn't have in the Combiner Wars version. But he looks cool. I don't think I need to do comparisons with other guys. He's around the same size as them. So we're gonna move on to final thoughts. Final thoughts on Transformers Studio Series 86 Constructicon Scavenger. Obviously, we're all trying to complete the Constructicons, and He is yet another one of them. So, you're already, the value is already there. He's a Constructicon. You want to form Devastator like everybody else. I do think he is an improvement over the Combiner Wars figure, but that's a very low bar to set. It's not like, I'm not going to give him a reward for making a deluxe figure better than, okay. All the other ones were considered Voyagers because the actual Combiner Wars figures are larger than these. These are shrunk down versions, but these are much more in line with your other generation Studio Series 86, Age of the Prime figures. And they did improve them. So, I still think he's a decent figure. The biggest value out of these guys is going to be transforming them into Devastator. I'm going to give him a way I got a figured rank of 8. So pretty solid. He's not terrible. He's not super great. And he's already Scavenger, so he's got that working against him anyway. But he's a good figure. He looks great with the rest of the Constructicons, and that's about it. That's going to do it for this one. We got more Transformers coming, of course. I've actually got some old backlog stuff I really need to do videos for. I just feel like nobody's gonna watch them, but I'm gonna do them because I'm going to do them. I don't really chase views with my videos, but I'm aware of what gets watched and what doesn't. It's only logical. But I'm going to do them. So we've got that. We've got Scavenger going for us. Hopefully, we'll have Megatron soon. And a couple other surprises here and there. Till next time, everybody stay safe. See you on the next video. Happy collecting. Peace.
The way I got it figured.